In today's fight news, we start off with your UFC Atlantic City weigh-ins. At featherweight, Julio Arce misses weight, comes back for a second attempt, and is actually a quarter of a pound heavier. His fight with Herbert Burns will go on, but he will be forfeiting 20% of his purse to Burns. This now marks the second weight division in which Arce has missed weight. Previously, he has missed weight at the bantamweight limit of 135 pounds. In other news, former light heavyweight champion Jamal Hill posted this on his YouTube channel in regards to fight fans' expectations for UFC 300 and the main event. You wanted people who haven't fought in forever coming off the couch, who couldn't give you a high-level show that me and Alex could. Current interim heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall took to his YouTube channel to explain why he's moving on from the Jon Jones fight. I'm obviously confident that I could beat Jon Jones because I want to fight him. I don't think Jon wants to fight. Obviously I want it. I can't do anymore. I've bitched about him, I've cried about him, I've said good stuff to him, said bad stuff to him. I've asked him about fighting to his face. It's still not going on. MMA legend George Rush St. Pierre was recently on a Pound for Pound podcast episode in which he discussed why current heavyweight champion Jon Jones is the GOAT. I think it's hard to find someone better than Jon Jones. Jon Jones is so good. Jon Jones is extremely talented, but he's also extremely tough. People have no idea how tough he is. I've trained with him. I've seen him go through the grind. He's so freaking tough. Most of the time when you have a guy that is very talented, it doesn't come with toughness. Jon Jones is the full package. He's got everything. Elite striker, elite grappler, and he's good everywhere. On a recent episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, longtime UFC commentator Joe Rogan called out superstar Conor McGregor for making comments stating that acting is harder than MMA. In his words, Rogan said, "That's not true, even for him. Okay, act in Roadhouse or fight Khabib again? Shut the f up, that is crazy talk. He broke his effing leg in a fight. He broke his leg. Like, that's harder. That is way harder than effing acting. The guy's promoting a movie." The Notorious replied back to Joe Rogan on X stating, "Hey Joe Rogan, I kidnapped Khabib's bear and put it in a tutu and shot it in the back of the head, and he still won't come back." While speaking with Fanatics View, number 3 ranked bantamweight Corey the Sandman Sandhagen had this to say about the upcoming title fight between current champion Sugar Sean O'Malley and Merab the Machine Dvalishvili. "I think O'Malley has a real good shot at clipping Merab and finishing him." Speaking of the champ O'Malley, he recently took a shot at former champion Henry Cejudo while in an episode of the MMA Hour, stating, "Merab whooped Henry, but Henry is 42 or something. He looked horrible. I would have knocked him out 4 times in that fight." Now speaking of Merab, he recently put out another skit on his YouTube channel trolling the champion O'Malley. Per Home of Fight. On the topic of trolling, ahead of her upcoming matchup this weekend at UFC Atlantic City, undefeated women's strawweight contender Victoria Dudakova recently did an interview where she was asked her opinions on former heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou and former interim welterweight champion Colby Covington. Here's the discussion. Journalist: Francis Ngannou recently said that he can't find his type of woman anywhere. 38 years old, but no wife or children, even though he's a successful man. If you look at him not as a fighter, is he your type? Dudakova: No, he's not my type. Journalist: And Covington? Dudakova: Covington is not my type either. Colby Covington, if there's some sort of argument at our house, he'd call the police and I'd get arrested. Why would I need that? And the trolling continues as former welterweight title contender Darren Till took to X stating, I've decided to turn a new leaf. Lately, I've been being a negative guy and throwing a lot of hate out there. And to be honest, I don't like the guy that I've become. So from this day forth, I want to spread nothing but good vibes to you all. Hope you have a great weekend. Shortly after, number 2 ranked welterweight contender Belal Muhammad responded saying, "Thanks, man." In which Till responded, "This wasn't for you. We all hate you here. Get back under that rock you came from." Now on a lighter note, former light heavyweight title challenger Dominic Reyes recently posted on his social media that he just received a clean bill of health and is looking to make his return to the octagon. This all comes after he was diagnosed just a couple months ago with deep vein thrombosis, in which he was suffering from blood clots and had to take a break from fighting. It looks like UFC Hall of Famer Uriah Faber will be making his return to competition, but it won't be in the octagon, as he's set to face Jeff Coran in a combat jiu-jitsu match on May 25th.